see a lot of people comment about my video game consoles and they can't breathe and oh my god, they're gonna overheat. They don't overheat. Oh, I've had this set up for years. I had Xbox 360s, right? Originally. No overheating, one red ring, and that was it, out of all my 360s. I'm not going to go in depth with this cabinet, but the cabinet is actually set up to keep the systems cool. There's no jet fans on the back. All the electronics are at the back of the systems. Power points, all that sort of stuff. There is lighting set up on the systems, so I can actually illuminate it and have a look through the back. This Xbox One X at the moment is currently being running, like the fans are on now, you can slightly hear them. It's been running for over 8 hours right now. Been doing gaming, been playing some Gears of War, stuff like that, so there's been no issue. This thing, right, these PS3s, this is like the first gen 60 gig. It's the AEO, not the BEO or something. I can't remember the exact model. Card reader. Has the 4 USB ports. Can read PS1, PS2 and PS3 games. Can play the whole lot. These things were prone for yellow light of death and overheating and dying. This has been in this cabinet since 2006. No issues at all. And I thrashed the hell out of this console. Never once had an issue. If I pulled it apart, the thermo paste on it would probably be dry as shit. Then moving on to the Xbox One X, I put that in there about 2018. Again, touch wood, no issues. I did rearrange it though. I did move the PS3 across, and it does give a little bit more airflow. The PS4, right, never had an issue with the thing overheating. At all. Never had an issue. Xbox 360, which is above it, never had an issue. Now, people talk about the consoles overheating and that, you know, I feel sorry for those consoles and stuff. I never have all of them running, ever. Like sometimes I'll have maybe 2 running, depending on what I'm doing. But they're not both in games, they're not both getting heavily used, you know. And I've never had an overheating problem, like touch wood. I see the comments all the time, like, I feel sorry for those consoles, they're gonna die. I've had that PS4 since like the PS4s went to that style. So it wasn't the original PS4 where it had the gloss black. This was the 1 terabyte model. And I've had it since then. Never had an issue at all. Nintendo Wii, again, this is one of the ones, right? It's got the GameCube port on the side. It's original, like back in 2006. Again, never had overheating issues. I did have, however, this one did get warm, regardless of where it was. If it was just on standby, the system itself was just hot. Didn't matter where it was. So I don't know if it's a faulty power supply or something, or unless it does that automatically, who knows. And like, if anything was an indicator for the system's overheating and stuffing up, it'd be this. These things were prone, and the 360s were prone to red rings and yellow light of death. I've never once had an issue. I'll turn this one on to prove it. Fires up, no issue at all. So I don't have any issues with any of these consoles. They all fire up. I think all of them are connected. I think this Wii is the only one that's disconnected right now, but the 360 can fire up, the PS4 can fire up. Turn this off now. But they all work, and they're all running through a switcher, so I can game capture any one of these consoles. PS3 though, I actually turned that off the back because it's just wasting power having that thing sitting there on. And I'll switch over soon enough. It's on one of the switches. There we are. And people ask why I'm filming with one hand. I'm filming on my phone at the moment. If you can't see the reflection, that's why I use one hand. People are gonna go, oh, the systems are dirty. Man, I clean these systems all the time and they just get dust on them again. But the vents are always clear. Things along those lines. Apart from the PS4, that might be a bit dusty at the moment, but anyway, I'm going back to my Gears of War. I just started this level. What am I, Act 2? So, gonna go back to that, play that for a bit. And yeah, anyway guys, take it easy. I hope this answered some questions on my setup here. I'm not killing consoles. I'm not overheating consoles. They've been like this for years. You don't need to worry. You don't need to feel sorry for any of these consoles. Like if I had the PS3, the Xbox One, the PS4 and the 360 all running at once, I'd probably cook them, yeah. Because even the way the cabinet's set up, it won't be able to handle all those running. They'll just cook themselves. So one console running at a time, it's fine. You're all good. PS4, the vents are on the side and across the front here. On the top, there's literally nothing on top of it. There's no vents on top of it. Although if you have the 360 running, the heat between the two of them probably isn't good, but never had it overheat. Never had any issues with my PS4 at all.